Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is alright. I hope you had a great 4th. I'm feeling a little weird. I've been feeling kind of nauseous for a couple days, so we'll get through this, but I'm okay. What I really wanted to tell you today is that if you didn't know, I published a video on the gaming channel this weekend. I said I might, and I did. And I think it was Saturday or Sunday or at some point during the weekend, I published a video for Summoner Wars, which I got last week, and I was super excited about it. And I know this might not seem very exciting to some of you, but to me, at least, it felt really, really good. Because I used to do stuff on the gaming channel. I was trying to make a gaming channel back in the day, and it just kind of didn't work, and I decided to focus more on this. And I kind of rolled all the content together into this thing, and abandoned that channel. Well, a couple of years ago, probably many of you remember, I was talking about doing board game videos. I was specifically going to do board game related videos on that channel, and I spent a couple of months building a set. I went through the whole process of building a nice lighted set. I darkened the room, I built soft boxes, I set up a little area, I built a shelf to decorate and put some things in place, and I bought new audio equipment with lav mics and stuff so I wouldn't have on-camera mics. And I spent a whole lot of effort. I built a fake gaming table. I built just like one corner of a gaming table so that I could do product shots and it would look like it was a nice gaming table. And I put a whole lot of effort into that and then never did anything with it. That's not true. I did something with it. I've just never published the video. I did a video for a game called Point Salad, which I was absolutely in love with at the time. And I just couldn't get it to work. And the reason I couldn't get it to work was because I was trying too hard. And I know that. I knew that then. I knew that then, and I know that now. Sorry. I decided that I've been doing YouTube now for 9 years. I've been doing this show for 6 years. At that point in time, I thought I had to put out something polished and refined, and I tried really hard to, take notes and hit all the key talking points, and I just never got it to work. But what I did this weekend was I put a game on a table, I set up an overhead camera, and I started talking, just like I do this show. I did it right here, in this space. I think this is fine. For my part at least, I don't give a crap what's in the background of a board game video. In fact, I'd rather not see a bunch of board games that are distracting me from whatever the person is saying. So I just did it right here on this crappy table, and I think it turned out pretty good. The biggest setback was the overhead camera. All I had to use for that was a little action cam, and I just mounted it to a piece of wood. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like. I made myself a little downward facing mount. In fact, it used to be under here, so I could shoot video on that bench, and I just attach it to a piece of wood that just kind of slots into the sound panels that are up here that you can't see, and I just put a camera there. The biggest problem was I shot that video in 2.7K because my laptop is basically not capable of rendering 4K. It can, it's just really struggles. This is 2.7K, and it struggles pretty hard with that, but it can at least play it while I edit, which is the hard part. The reason that I need the 4K is not because I want to show high def, but because I'm going to crop it to 1080, which means I can zoom way in and not lose detail. So if you go watch the video, you can't read the cards. I should have probably done some pickup shots, just me with a camera, like I do here when we have stuff and I hold the camera and I show you what I'm talking about. I probably should have done some of that. But for the first video, I just wanted to talk about a game that I was excited about, and I think it worked out fine. I said some wrong things that I had to correct in the, I put titles on the screen to tell you what I missed. I missed some things completely and put some stuff on the screen about that. And I screwed up a whole lot of phrases and I had to do a whole bunch of editing. But the nice thing about having the two cameras set up is I can hide all of those edits. To you, it's just like I'm talking to you and showing you something, and it's one long take. And I think it worked out fine. And I'm excited about it, not because I think I'm going to, you know, make something of that channel, but simply because I did something that felt natural and good, and it was about something that I'm passionate about. Not just Summoner Wars. I'm very passionate about Summoner Wars. I think it's a great game, and everybody should check it out. So if you haven't watched the video, go watch it, and then go buy Summoner Wars. But I'm passionate about games, not necessarily just board games either. I'm hoping to use this same space to talk about video games. We've done it many times on this channel, where I've cut in some clips of video games that I'm playing. I hope I can regularly keep little updates trickling out on that channel. I'm not expecting it to be weekly. I'm not expecting it to be monthly. I'm not expecting anything of it other than whenever I feel like making a video, it's going to go over there and it's going to be about games. I'll probably still talk about games sometimes here when it's really on my conscience and I really want to tell you something about it, but for more focused, like, individual viewpoints about games, it's all going over there. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that process a lot. So the edit maybe took a couple hours tops. It was not very difficult. I did just a slight touch up on the color grade for that camera. It was mostly just cutting stuff together, and that was it. So very, very fun. It was very exciting for me, and I hope it worked okay. I would love your input on the format. Like, do you go to board game channels expecting like a polished, like a script and bullet points and a really concise review, or do you go looking for more of like an opinionated discussion like I had? I didn't even teach you how to play the game. I taught the core concepts, but I didn't try to give you an overview of how the game works. Just enough that you can understand the cards and see some of the artwork and that sort of thing. And that's kind of how I plan on doing it going forward. So let me know about the format. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see. Let me know if there's any games that you want me to talk about. Put that in the comments here, or better yet, go over there and put it in the comments. I will link the video in the comments below here. So go check that out. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is gesticulate. It is a verb meaning to use gestures while talking, especially when a speaker is eager or excited to get his ideas across. Okay, the man in the yellow shirt, the seminar leader said, pointing to an audience member who was gesticulating wildly. Gesticulate. Gesticulate. G-E-S-T-I-C-U-L-A-T-E. I am a gesticulator, but I don't think I go crazy with it. Do I? Like, I know I emphasize with my hands and my head, but I'm not dancing over here, am I?